I'm going to put this up so that they can see it here. Okay, this is the one I'm going to talk about next. And we're going to do another Penn Point starting. This is Penn Jillette of Penn Point, bringing you another Penn Point, and this one is brought to you by Netflix. I just want to just talk about how great things are working. I didn't do a Penn Point on this specifically, but it's really good. There was this wonderful article, you can check it out, about an African-American atheist conference, which is just terrific. I'm good friends with Karen Russell, who's this terrific woman, and she's been a buddy of mine forever, and she used to walk around saying she was the only African-American atheist anywhere, and now they're popping up all over. Atheists are getting stronger all the time. More and more people are talking about common sense. It's just going through the roof. It's just a great feeling. And Steve Martin, who you would know, you would just know from his background and philosophy and so on, is probably an atheist, but never really come out about it, never talks about it. He makes movies like Parenthood. He's an entertainer. He doesn't feel it's necessary to wear his philosophy on his sleeve, like some assholes. But, in the Penn and Teller show, we don't mention atheism at all. The Penn and Teller show at the Rio. In this, the Penn Point, it comes up once in a while. But at the Rio, the Penn and Teller show at the Rio is a magic show. And it really doesn't have atheism involved in it at all. But here I talk about that. And also no libertarianism and none of that shit. I think I say at one point in the show, we're libertarians when we do a bit about TSA. But the bit about TSA that we do is really a magic trick. It's not really, it's not really a harangue about TSA like I would give here. So Steve Martin is an entertainer, but it's so cool that he is willing to talk about atheism, albeit in a really funny bit that doesn't really say he's an atheist. I mean, to be perfectly fair, it just talks about how atheists don't have no music. And it's called Steve Martin Atheist Song at the 2010 Merle Fest. They want to find it here. I found it on YouTube, and it's Steve Martin. So there's also a couple different versions of it. One from, I think, an afternoon show, one from an evening show, and it's just this really funny, groovy song that I imagine Steve Martin, if he didn't write alone, it's something to do with writing it, and sings wonderfully. And it's just joyous, and it's not what they usually think of as atheists, which is sad and aggressive and argumentative and all the horrible things I am. This is a good-natured, funny song that laughs about all kinds of religion and also laughs about atheism. And when I see someone like Steve Martin make jokes about atheism, it's so lighthearted and so cool and so sweet and so sincerely funny that I wonder why I spend so much time being an asshole. So check out Steve Martin. It's just a fabulous, fabulous clip. And this episode of Penn Point is brought to you by Netflix. Go to Netflix.com. That's Netflix with an X. Netflix.com/Penn, P-E-N-N. And I'm telling you, man, I got in my head from David Blaine that I wanted to see My Best Fiend. I typed it in to the computer, and the disc arrived like the next day from Netflix, and the envelope, and you all know this, right? But I guess I'm supposed to be talking to people who don't know it, because if you sign up new, it's better for me. The envelope comes with everything. It's just great. Watch My Best Fiend, which is a terrible name. Baby's better in German. And think about Werner Herzog arguing with Penn Jillette at Sundance with a panel of brilliant people sitting beside Penn Jillette about animals fucking on TV. It's Penn Point, and coming up next week on Penn Point, I say next week, I mean next episode, next whenever. Coming up next on Penn Point, look at that. Right into you just see, oh, I'm doing it wrong. It should be like this. Coming up next. Squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig. That's be my audition part. You've got a purty mouth. Just knock these two teeth out. That's where I would be in deliverance.